morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So today I'm bringing you along to, I'm going to call this a realistic, real life, raw day kind of homemaking routine that I did today. So long story short, also I did want to give a little update on kind of our low spin pantry shopping week, and I'm going to be making one of my meals that I really like to make that basically uses up a lot of, or just uses up stuff in the pantry. And I basically make a chili with dried beans, and I'll kind of take you along and show you how to do that. So things this week, today's Thursday that I'm filming this, things this week did not go as planned. So Tuesday evening, one of my kiddos, actually Tuesday afternoon, one of my kiddos started throwing up a lot and just got really sick, got some nasty stomach bug. And then by that evening, I had two more kids throwing up, so was very much so not in the plan for the week, of course. So we were like kind of running around a little bit like chickens with their heads cut off, I had to take a couple to the doctor because one of them, she could not keep anything down. It was just some nasty flu bug that just like flew through the house. Oh, and look, my chickens laid like a bazillion eggs and I wanted to show you guys that. So many eggs. So long story short, this week did not go as planned. I had so many more things I wanted to do, but I also kind of wanted to obviously take you along and kind of show you like what I do, like kind of bringing some of those like avoiding burnout or just when things are not going your way kind of into perspective. Obviously this video is also going to be late because it's been a crazy week. So the good news is though that by about Wednesday, all the kids stopped throwing up, and a few of them were still under I had 3 of the 5 that were still under the weather. So it just kind of messed with my whole schedule, but as you can see, so today I'm kind of catching up on a lot of things. Of course, just kind of getting dishes done. I try to do this kind of my morning routine, but it doesn't always work out as quickly as I'd like it to. But yeah, so I kind of had to make some adjustments this week. A few things that I was hoping to get done, I was not able to get done. And so they just end up, of course, just getting pushed to the next week. So I just kind of wanted to take you along and kind of talk about that and talk about an update for our kind of pantry week that we've been doing. Because obviously kids got sick, so it kind of changed things always, right? So I'm just getting the dishes loaded now. I unloaded and I'm reloading, and then I'm going to be working on basically, I have a little bit of diaper laundry to do today, and then I'm also going to be showing you kind of my, it's a crock pot recipe. I use dry beans to make this chili. I think it's tasty and good, and I obviously end it with making corn muffins. So cornbread, corn muffins. So as you can see, I've not gotten my diaper laundry done as quickly as I wanted to. So of course, I'm doing that real quick, and then you'll see what I do for, I have another video on it. Basically what I do to deal with like the hard water and to kind of pre-strip my diapers is I basically use a little bit of Dreft. I have this tote here that I use. I put a little bit of Dreft in it and a little bit of a scoop of OxyClean, and then I fill it up about halfway with water, and that's what, whenever I change the diapers, that's what I soak the diapers in, and it's been really helpful kind of keeping that hard water and the diapers from keeping the diapers from getting built up on them. So I'm pulling up my crock pot because I'm going to do this chili recipe. So it's like 9:30, maybe 10 in the morning. Like I said, things are running a little late today. So the one thing that you do have to do for this is you do have to brown your hamburger. So I just used a pound of hamburger in my pantry from our quarter cow that we got this fall. And so I am just going to brown this up real quick. And I love this little Pampered Chef, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like a meat masher. I feel like it perfectly like separates up the stuff really well. So I'm seasoning it with seasoning salt, and then I'm adding a little bit of Montreal steak seasoning on it just to kind of give it some good flavor. One thing, I guess one negative thing I have about like the crock pot meals in general is I feel like no matter how many spices or salt or whatever I put on them, they do not seem to give very good flavor. So I want to make sure the beef is really good and seasoned. And then we're just going to brown it up real quick. This took like what, 5 minutes? It was pretty quick. So now it's all nice and brown, and then basically we're just going to assemble the chili, and then we'll just kind of set it. I think we cooked it on, because I was a little late getting it done, I cooked it on high for about 5 hours. So the biggest thing is just getting those dried beans to cook. Actually, no, I think I did cook it on low for about 6 hours. I don't remember. I will try to get the recipe to you guys. It's really easy. So we put a little bit of diced onion in on top. And then we put a little bit of, well, not a little bit, but I did add basically 1 cup of dried red beans, like red kidney beans. And then I also added 1 cup of just like pinto beans. You can kind of add whatever beans you want. I normally do 2 cups of beans, 1 pound of hamburger, half an onion, and then I'll show you what else I add to kind of finish out the recipe. It's pretty simple. And I think I should have added some more seasoning salt. In the end, I ended up just salting it while I was eating it, but I think next time I'll add some more seasoning salt for sure. So I did 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and maybe next time I'll add 2 teaspoons, kind of give it a little bit more kick. And then I do 1 teaspoon, or no, I did 2 teaspoons of the, it is garlic salt with parsley. It's the Lowry's garlic salt. It's like my favorite. One of my favorite seasonings. It goes on like everything, and I'm not even joking. I put it on all the things. And then this is one of my canned, I did a quart of these canned tomatoes. I probably would do a pint next time. This was a little bit too much, but I wanted the liquid in there and then I put about half a pint of liquid in just to make sure the beans had enough water, because you want to make sure the beans have water to absorb. And then I did 2 cans of tomato soup. I probably would only do 1 can next time. This was kind of, some of it was trying to use up some stuff that I had in my pantry. Some of it was just kind of an experiment. But chili is obviously kind of a very eclectic. I feel like people make it differently. So this is just how I made this chili today. And obviously I like the recipe. I'll probably write it down. But it was kind of just one of those eyeballs. I kind of just made what sounded good, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Have my little kiddo helping me stir it up, so we just give it a good stir, and then we're going to put the lid on and just set it. And I think it was low for about 6 hours, and that worked well enough. The beans were cooked and perfect, and like we have basketball practice and everything on Thursday, so it wasn't so it was nice to have kind of that quick meal, and it'd be ready right before we needed to start getting ready for that. So that worked out. So luckily enough, I've been able to kind of keep up with some of the main chores. So today, I normally do a lot more. I did not do like, I did have a couple loads of basically dirty laundry due to kids throwing up. So I had already worked on some of that last night. So today I just had maybe 1 or 2 loads to do. But one of my kiddos, my youngest, was still really not feeling great, a little bit on the fussy side. So I didn't really do a whole lot of laundry, because I spent most of my day kind of sitting and snuggling her. And that is part of the just reality of like, I feel like one of the biggest attributes to being like an effective homemaker or stay-at-home mom or whatever is the ability to be flexible and to kind of roll with things. So this week I had so many plans. I had several videos I wanted to film and just like several things I wanted to do, and due to kids getting sick, and I don't know about you, but when my kids are kind of getting sick, they become very clingy, very fussy. Like it is still like, she's still like, they're no longer having any of the major issues, but you can just tell that they're under the weather. So I'm just doing a really quick, basically I just did a quick kind of sweep. I call it blitz the house, where I just pick up everything. I don't think I vacuumed. I probably should have, but it was just, I was going to at least pick up so that everything looked kind of cleaned and tidied, and just kind of putting everything where it goes real quick. And so I had my kiddos help me put away the beans, and once again, just showing you, I love these drawers, and this is kind of how we store things. It needs to get reorganized, but right now we're just kind of rolling with it. But these pull-out drawers my husband made and got me for Christmas are amazing, and I love them because now we can just slide everything back into the pantry, and I feel like I have so much more storage in my pantry now because, you know, we can pull things out. So of course it's grocery and milk run today, so I went and picked up, I only got 2 jugs of milk today just to kind of save a few bucks, because raw milk obviously is more expensive than store-bought milk. So I did do because I still needed to get like fresh fruits and vegetables. And so I did, I try to be very picky about what I got, and it ended up coming to about $60, which to be honest is like a really good, like a lot less than we normally spend for the week. So that was kind of these are all like our staples that we really needed. You know, like I got some bologna and some lunch meat. And then of course I have a bunch of vegetables too. I'm a little frustrated with myself that just needed to be thrown out to the animals because they just kind of had sat for too long. I have this really bad habit of like intending to like meal prep stuff. And this is another just like rolling with it. And like I was going to make all these different meals and kind of meal prep, and that just did not happen. So I have some of these vegetables, like this thing of broccoli or cauliflower, I was going to make cauliflower rice out of, and I did not. So I'm trying to be better about like, I need to meal prep the day that I buy the vegetables, or like prep them as soon as I get them home. Because if I don't, then they sit in the fridge and they start to go bad. I mean, my animals were very happy, and I am grateful that at least I was able to, you know, put them to good use. So they were just starting to wilt and obviously weren't really great for us to eat. But the chickens and the goats had absolutely no problems enjoying them. They were very excited to have a little extra treat today. So Thursdays is normally like my clean the whole upstairs days, but kind of due to sickness and just having so much, like kids being sick and just kind of having so many like adjustments that I had to make this week, I just decided to just clean up the playroom. We had blankets and stuff left from the weekend. We did a little family movie night. And so we had the mattress, and then one of my kids basically made up the mattress bed because she wanted to sleep in the playroom, but she ended up not actually sleeping in the playroom. So I'm just kind of cleaning up, folding up the sheets again, and just kind of getting everything tidied up for, I don't even think I did vacuum upstairs. But basically this was like, sometimes like you just have to do what you can do. And so I wasn't able to like go through all the, like the kids' bedrooms and stuff like I wanted to. And so I just decided to do what I could do, and this was all that I had energy to do. And this was kind of in the afternoon time too, because like I said, I spent most of the time taking care of the kids, and sometimes you don't get anything done, and there's nothing wrong with that too. This is just, I felt like I had about 20 minutes to spare, and I think, yes, my youngest was down for her nap at this point, and like I said, it was really hard. Like she doesn't like to nap when she's not feeling good, or she wants to nap on me, which normally I don't mind, but like today I just really needed to get a few things done. So I was just trying to basically time it just right. I was able to get these things done. So I basically just cleaned up the playroom, and I called it good for the day. Like I said, some weeks, like ideally in a perfect week, I have like my daily kind of, it normally takes me roughly an hour to an hour and a half to get all the things done. That includes like laundry, folding, and putting away. Maybe 2 hours if I'm adding like, you know, extra loads of laundry. But overall, I feel like some days though, it's literally just tidying up a little bit. If you can't do that, don't beat yourself up. It's all about kind of keeping the mindset. And then we woke up and we were so grumpy. And as you can see, it's rainy. It's just that's not helping my mood today. Let's just put it that way. So now I am going to make some corn muffins. I did make these a little bit early, right after my younger two got home from school. So I'm just making, I basically do the Jiffy mix because we had 2 boxes. Then I use I drain a can of corn, and then of course it's 2 eggs, and then I think it's 2/3 cup of milk. And that is basically what I use for the muffins. I don't really know a good from scratch recipe, and I think adding the corn just kind of gives it a little extra. It feels like it's from scratch to me, I guess. So I feel like this is a pretty easy recipe, and this is a pretty decent dinner. I know my kids are sometimes they're hit or miss, but I know they'll at least eat the corn muffins versus the chili. So at least there's something that everyone can eat in this. So I put them in muffin tins. I just kind of spray the muffin tins with oil, and then I wipe them out. And I think I was able to finagle, like, I think it made 18 for the two Jiffy boxes. So it's a decent amount of muffins. Like, we had plenty of muffins left over. And the very, very last bit. So just popping them in the oven. I think it's like, is it 20 minutes or something? 18 minutes. So just popping them in the oven, and they'll be ready in just a sec. And all the steam on my camera. So that is what we are doing for dinner, and overall I felt like the day was fairly successful even though it wasn't everything that I wanted to do. So just remember, you know, doing a little bit is better than doing nothing, and if you can't do anything, don't beat yourself up. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye!